Konnichiwa Nakama, I am your host, Locum23. You're joining me for Freshman, Book 3, Chapter 2, A Place to Belong. Wait, you got a movie deal in LA? Well, it's hardly a done deal. There are a lot of logistics to figure out, and there's still a pretty big chance it won't go through. And even if it does, I'll have to decide if I want to make it or not. But I wanted to give you a heads up. Thank God you're telling me at the last moment before you leave. But if you did get the deal, how would you manage school? I would have to leave. I would have to take a leave of absence or drop out altogether. Doesn't that seem kind of risky? I mean, if the project doesn't work out, where does that leave you? Believe me, that's something I've been thinking about a lot. I don't know if I'd be willing to make that sacrifice. Look, I don't even know if I could get the deal, but I'm just trying to think ahead in the event that it actually happens. It would definitely advance my writing career, but I'm not gonna dive right into it without some kind of backup plan. And just, there it is. I was wondering, or about to say, just in case you're wondering where the music is. Would be a great opportunity. It seems kind of dicey. I mean, I'm confident in you and your work, but what if this deal isn't exactly what you're expecting? I've heard enough stories about young, hopeful artists trying to make it big and getting their dreams crushed. And that's why I'm so conflicted. I feel like I'd be crazy to turn them down. But it seems too good to be true. I can't help suspecting that there's a catch. Yeah, I guess you just have to be careful. Anyway, this is a little premature. None of this will even matter if I don't actually get the deal. Well, whatever happens, you know I'm rooting for you. But I will miss you if you go. I'll miss you too. And that's another thing that's giving me pause. I don't want a relationship to fall to the wayside if this goes through. Hey, I'd obviously prefer it if you were here, but please don't put your dreams on hold for me. I'll support you no matter what you decide, and if you do end up going to LA, then we'll figure it out. Just speaking theoretically here, but would you be willing to do a long distance? Theoretically? For the meantime, I mean, I don't see why not. Hell, I've had long distance relationships. It's not really that hard. Plus, there's a lot of things you can do to bond your relationship. It wouldn't be together. Then long distance would have to do. If Zach and Brandon can do it, then so can we. James takes your hand and smiles weakly. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch, okay? No matter what happens, I promise I'll be available when you need me. You'd better be, because I'm really gonna need your help this quarter. But hey, I haven't even congratulated you. Even if it's just an offer, you should be really proud. Thanks, Mizumi. Maybe once the shock wears off, we can celebrate. Maybe we can celebrate a little right now. You slide your arms around Jake's neck and stretch up on your toes. You press your lips to his, tightening your grasp as the kiss deepens. We better stop now or I'll never want to leave. Movie deal to be damned. You blocked me? As you enter the dorm, you bump right into Chris, who is on his way out. Hey Chris, where are you off to in such a hurry? Well, hey Mizumi. Sorry, I was just leaving to meet with Twombly. We're reviewing the student council cabinet before it officially starts next week. Oh, have fun. I hope you've got a cabinet full of good people. Hey, as long as there's no Sebastian, it should be smooth sailing. And you counted your chickens before they hatched. He waves goodbye and rushes out the door. You enter the living room to find Zach and Kaitlyn sitting on the couch. Kaitlyn looks a little glum. Hey guys, what's up? Hey Mizumi, I was just giving my favorite gay fledgling some advice. Really? Is this... Okay, do you really call someone who's into the same sex that when everyone knows and it doesn't really matter? Could you just say I was giving Kaitlyn some advice? Do you really need to push that? Hey, I've been gay for a long time. I know, but you only just came out. You have so much to learn, my dear. Zach, when did you come out? Towards the end of high school, but I think everyone kind of already knew, to be honest. Weren't you worried about how people would react? I went to a pretty progressive high school. I wasn't worried I was going to be rejected or anything. Honestly, I was just more concerned about people trying to recruit me as their sassy gay friend. Well, you can be pretty sassy. Oh, I want to spoil something right now, but I'm not. I know, but I'm not an accessory. I feel like people expect me to be all Z-snaps and limp wrists, you know? Anyway, my point is that coming out can be hard, even if people aren't intentionally hostile. Yeah, I know what you mean. Don't get me wrong, my parents have taken this a lot better than I expected, but sometimes they can be insensitive without realizing it. Like, they think I suddenly have some kind of gay insider knowledge that... They asked if I know our barber's gay son, who I've never met. I know that feeling. If I had $1 every time someone said, "Oh, I have a gay cousin," or, wow, congrats. Wow, I thought that things were starting to be better for gay people nowadays. It really sucks that people can be so... You know, here's the thing. I'm really tied down the middle on this issue. So, that's really... I mean, I'm all for the accepting of society, right? And yes, you're going to have issues, okay? There's still racism in the world. There's still sexism. There's still physical, emotional, psychological abuse. There's still all these other things, okay? Domestic violence was once a taboo thing to talk about. Sex was once a taboo thing to talk about. All these things were once taboo things to talk about. They're no longer a thing. It's something that we need to discuss. We should be discussing. So, congratulations to every single person in the LGBTQ community. But I feel like they do have it better. You no longer have to feel as shunned as you once did. Now, this is from someone who I have talked to and even helped some people who have came out, and I'm a straight person. And I'm a person who accepts you no matter what race, creed, no matter what, I accept you. Unless you burn a bridge with me, and then I don't accept you anymore. That being said, it's hard to burn a bridge with me, but I feel like they have it easier. I mean, you think about it, 10, 20 years ago, you didn't really see, couples of the same sex kissing on television or doing things on the television. Now it's like throwing it at you. And I understand from the, complete polar opposite, things were of straight nature, were thrown at people to be subjected to. I feel like it's a subject we really should move on. Literally in this video and period in society, because there's a lot of other things we should be talking about. I mean, they definitely have. I feel lucky to be living in an era that's way more accepting of gay people than before. Think how much things have changed, even over the last 50 years. You've got AIDS crisis, Matthew Shepard, Harvey Milk, Stonewall. But even though we've come a long way, it's not like homophobia has disappeared. Neither has racism, sexism. Like I said, these things won't disappear. These things won't disappear for hundreds of years, folks. Remember that. Terrible stuff still happens in the LGBT community. You forgot the Q. CC McDonald, the Orlando shooting. Not to mention that there's still a lot of work to be done on the inclusivity in the media. Wow, I'm really surprised they're covering this, because in the normal edition, when you're with Kaitlyn, this is never covered. Interesting. And great way of shoving it down people's throats. We just have to keep fighting for our right to be who we are. No, literally, you don't have to fight anymore. You let society either accept it, or let the old people that don't accept it die. Just like racism, just like sexism. You fight for it, or you let them die. I didn't think about it like that. I wish I could do more to help. Kaitlyn smiles and pulls you into a hug. Honestly, having your support and acceptance has made all the difference in the world to me. Just by listening and being here for us, you're helping. No, we're not. Anyway, hey, I care about you both. I'll do whatever I can to make sure you feel safe and loved. Can I have a safe bubble? Will you hug me? Because I feel like that's one of the major problems. Well, you know what? I'm going to save it to the end. Kaitlyn, that's a long time. You know, it's been hard, but I'm glad I'm out. I'm finally starting to feel more like me. We're all really happy for you. After all, college is about figuring out who you are and what you like. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I kind of want to try something new. I could so insert a pun right now, and I won't. Like, a hobby? Maybe. I don't know, I'm feeling a little adventurous. I can't. I can't do it. Oh god, I must restrain. What about joining a club? There's always stuff happening on campus. I can't do it to Kaitlyn. I can't. I love her too much. I can't. No. Oh god. That's true. The coffee shop wall and campus message board are always loaded with flyers. Maybe you and I should check out a few clubs together. I might find some new material for Vasquez's book. Totally! It'd be great to have you with me. And if you meet any cute girls, consider me your wing woman. That sounds perfect. You have a deal. Zach, do you want to come with us? Thanks, but I think I'll sit this one out. I wouldn't want to get in the way of some girl time. Okay, but promise us you're not gonna sit at home and mope over Brandon. I'm not gonna sit mope. I am not a moper. Zach? Okay. I mope a little sometimes, but I promise I'm not gonna let it take over my life. Forecasting in a book 4. I believe you. Just remember that we're here for you if you want to talk. You two are too pure for this world. Any club you join will be lucky to have you. You and Kaitlyn make a list of clubs scheduled to meet that week and begin your adventure the next day. Next evening, you accompany Tyler to Dungeons and Dragons Club. Greetings, warriors and mages! Let's all welcome our newest recruits to TNT Club! Kaitlyn leans in close to you at the table. I don't get it. Am I a warrior or a mage? Also, what's a mage? How do you not know these things? I'm not sure. Let's just wait and see if he explains. As a kid who grew up knowing what mages is, I play in Mage in World of Warcraft, Diablo, all these other games. You are pissing me off right now! What brings our fair maidens to the land of Wintersboro? Is that what you guys call the library? They're RPing. Only when we're slaying orcs in it! The D&D group all laugh at that. Layla high fives Tyler. Well, heroes of winter, shall we begin the day's journey? Oh, we're starting now. We didn't bring, well, anything. Don't worry, I always keep a few backup sheets on hand. Here, choose your favorite so we can start. It would be really helpful if you picked a cleric, since someone just had to be a barbarian. Ed, what can I say? I'm power hungry. I guess I can be the, cleric? I gotta be honest though, guys, I have no idea how this works. It's really easy to figure out once we start, and we're all on a team together, so you've got us for backup. What about you, Mizumi? What is the bard of inspiration calling to you? See any characters you like? A rogue, a fighter, an illusionist. A rogue. Excellent choice! The rogue is all about life in shadows and mystery. Does that mean I'm a bad guy? Aren't we supposed to be a group of heroes? Mizumi! Morality isn't black and white or good and evil. Actually, I'd say the morality spectrum in D&D can get pretty chaotic. The whole group laughs again while you shrug at Kaitlyn. You guys should name your characters too. I think I'll go with Agnes for my cleric. What about you, Mizumi? We'll just accept it.
That is perfect. Sounds like it's right out of a fantasy novel. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, elves and orcs, enough messing around, let us begin.
Edgar clears his throat and cracks his neck dramatically. Let me guess, you're the DM of this group.
Your party trudges through the icy slopes of the Recthi Mountains. Your food supplies are low, and your night's rest gave you little respite from the painful wounds of yesterday's battle.
Shouldn't you be introducing the two new characters because they've never come along? Like, wouldn't it be you're trudging along the icy slopes of Rethic and you come across a two shady characters that introduce themselves to the group, and then you trudge. I'm triggered now, and I haven't played D&D for a long time. Son of a.
Nara, the ogre is coming right for you. What do you do?
How did I get revealed out of stealth? Is my question. That's question one. I'll run. I climbed the wall of the reservoir?
Alright, make your roll.
You shake a 20-sided die in your hands a few times before dropping it on the table. It lands on a 1 face up. Oh, you're screwed. Yikes.
You only get a few feet up the wall before losing your footing on a loose stone and plummet to the valley below.
What? Did I just die? Yes. But there must be something we can do to save Flora. I am a cleric after all. You can try, but I wouldn't. I run over to Lyra and use... Kaitlyn flips her character sheets frantically. Cure light wounds. She's literally got more than light wounds.
Okay. Roll your d8 to see how much health Lyra gets back.
Kaitlyn shakes the die and rolls a 2. You both suck at rolling.
Okay. 2 HP. Where does it leave you, Mizumi?
Like negative 85. Negative 10.
And unfortunately, Kaitlyn, this puts Agnes in the ogre's striking range. Which then he just grabs his club and he just goes, get the out of the way! And he just knocks her head off. Edgar rolls the die. And Agnes takes 12 points of damage, putting her at
negative 4. What happens now? Do we, like, respawn for the last checkpoint? No, you don't respawn. You're dead. That's it. That's it. Until the next campaign, you're dead. Oh, actually, you're just dead. You have to create new characters and come back next week. Yeah, literally.
Make it 2 weeks. I've got a big event planned for next week, and I don't be able to fit in your characters in it.
You shouldn't have been able to fit in the 2 new characters that came up the icy slope of Rechlach Mountains, but the group looks at you and Kaitlyn expectantly. Oh, right. Well, we're dead, so I guess we'll just go then. You and Kaitlyn give Edgar back his things and head towards the door. How about we come back in no weeks, and I don't think Dungeons and Dragons is my thing. Yeah, it can get a little, yeah. On Wednesday night, you try your luck at Lyrical Dance Club. Hey everyone! Looks like we have new faces. Please welcome Zumi and Kaitlyn. Hi, nice to meet you all. Madison, are you sure they're eligible for this club? I doubt they even know how to do a step ball change. That's no problem. I can teach them everything they need to know. Fine, but you'd better not pair them with me. I don't dance with newbies. Ooh. I love you, Becca. I missed you. Especially compared to all the other horrible characters I've played today. Oh, Lord. Alright, everyone. I'm gonna show you this week's routine, so just keep your eyes on me. Madison performs a complicated series of steps, jumps, and spins. Wow. I had no idea Madison was such a dance pro. Now you realize that you're out of your element. Everyone got that? Just remember to lift your feet when you transition your kick step into a chassis. What did she just say? Mizumi, how about you try that first section? Sure. I mean, I'll try. Great. Just remember, it's kick, step, chassis, pirouette. Kick, step, chassis, pirouette. Madison cues the music up as you stand in front of the group. Kick. Great, you're off to a good start, Mizumi. She's dragging her feet too much. Step. Jessie? Perfect, you're on fire! Big deal. Anyone can Jessie. Box step? That wasn't quite it. I would have swore it was step. There was step somewhere. Son of a... What? You thought she was actually gonna pull off a pirouette? Dream on. So, how'd I do? Well, it wasn't perfect, but you gave it your best shot. I got 2 out of 3. Pissed off. Sometimes it's your energy and enthusiasm that counts the most. That's a nice way of saying you sucked. Becca, we're trying to encourage our new members. Positive vibes. Sorry, let me rephrase that, and you wonder why you lost your dorm. You positively sucked. Don't listen to her. I want everyone here to feel comfortable trying new things. And speaking of which, Kaitlyn, do you want to give it a shot? Maybe I'll observe this time around. Come on. The best way to learn is with practice. Now let's see your moves. Kaitlyn attempts to mimic Madison's moves, but she stumbles out of a turn and crashes to the floor. Ow, my foot. Wow, you really went for it. I'd say you have 2 left feet, but it looks like you're down to just 1 now. Yeah, well, these dance shoes weren't made for walking, but I'm doing it anyway. You know what, Becca? You've been talking a lot of crap, but I haven't seen you busting any moves. Oh, that was a hard cough. I don't need to prove myself to you. I've been coming to this club for years. So, maybe you're worried that a newcomer like Bazumi is going to blow you out of the water. I think we all know that's never going to happen. How about we settle this with a competition? Madison, that's the best idea you've had all day. Mizumi is going to wipe the smile right off Becca's smug face. Okay, Mizumi, you think you're a better dancer than me? It's a diamond option. You know what? Yeah, I do, and I say we have a dance-off to prove it. Come on, you and me, one-on-one, right now, right here. You sure you want to do this? You're on my turf now. Don't tell me you're afraid that I'm gonna beat you. I'm afraid you're gonna lose, but okay. Fine. You wanna fight? You've got it. Are we literally gonna fight? Do we have, like, gloves? And are we literally gonna fight? Because I would so love to see them fight. It's just a matter of pride at this moment. Pride in my main character. You and Becca face each other in the middle of the dance studio. No, we are not actually gonna fight. Stop it. If you're such a dance expert, then I'm sure you know the rules. I do a move, then you repeat it, and add your own, and so on. Okay. The others will decide which one of us is a better dancer. Fine by me. So, what is the winner again? How about the loser has to let the winner write anything they want on her Twitter feed? Deal. It's gonna be so satisfying when everyone sees you groveling to me. I wouldn't be so quick to assume this is gonna play out in your favor. Well, we'll just have to see, won't we? Madison? Music. Couldn't we just... The music. Now. Madison scurries to the speakers and grabs the controls, turning on a fast-paced song. Open Gundam style! Ding, 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 ding. Get a load of this. Becca does a leap, a twirl, and a kick to the left. They can match me on that newbie. I only wish you'd given me more of a challenge. You start with a wide leap, gracefully move into a twirl, and then gotta kick to the left. You kick to the left, and Becca scowls. Fine. Let's see your addition. Check this out. Single ladies dance, the moonwalk, gang style, yes. Open Gangnam style. Boom, bing, bing. You cross your hands and start aggressively galloping towards Becca. I love you. Bet you forgot about this move, huh? Damn, she's good. Oh, so I actually beat you? The battle rages on. No one beats me at dabbing. Oh my! I'm done. Guess I'll have to change my name to No One then, because you're about to get dabbed. Where did Mizumi learn to funky chicken like that? It's funky chicken! Sometimes the moves just come naturally. Really? Because it looks like more you were raised on a chicken farm. Oh, you got sweet dicks, but you can't handle dancing. Woo! Go Mizumi. The ballet spin was on point. Becca glares at Kaitlyn. I don't know who I hate more, Mizumi, you, or your friends. I think you're just jealous because we have the moves and the puns. Finally, Becca finishes doing the nay-nay. It's your last move. You glance at the corner where a bucket has been left under a leaky water fountain. There's a chair to your left. This is too perfect. Kaitlyn, flash dance me. Kaitlyn runs to grab the bucket as you fall back into the chair. She splashes water all over you. Everyone in the studio goes wild. Mizumi, that was amazing! I think we have our winner here. Don't believe this. She's not even a trained dancer. Her moves were sloppy. But you have to admit, Mizumi really thought outside the box. I award her the victory. You know what that means. Where's your phone, Becca? You all gather around as Becca begrudgingly hands you her phone. As you open up a browser, you notice your name in her recent search history. Okay, let's get this over with. Here goes. So much kudos to Mizumi, the queen of dance. I am in awe of her dance skills. Really, that was the best you could come up with? How about you add, I have so much to learn from her. Becca watches, furiously grinding her teeth. You hit post. You better enjoy this little victory now, because I'm gonna get you back so hard later. Just you wait. Becca storms out of the room, and you and Kaitlyn high-five. You know, I don't think I'll stick around for future dance meetings, but that was totally worth it. Friday afternoon, you meet the art club in the park for an en plein air session. I'm so glad you guys are giving art club a shot. No Becca and no abrupt and violent death. Trust me, I'm happy to be here. Though I can't really draw or anything. That's not true. I've seen your doodles before, and they're great. Yeah, but they're just doodles, not that. She gestures to a nearby easel where a guy is putting the finishing touches on a painting of the park's fountain. Oh wow, it looks like real water. Don't worry about him. The beauty of art is that anyone can do it. You just can't compare your art to someone else's. Personally, I've gotten more into abstraction recently. It's a beautifully realistic painting, but if I were to try and do it in the same style, it would lose all of its meaning. Let's see you guys. Let's set you up with you guys with easels and canvases and Kaitlyn. Kaitlyn staring off in the distance at a girl painting a surrealistic version of the park's treescape. Let me take a sip of my coffee. We run into her. Yep, gonna need it. Kaitlyn? What? Oh, sorry, that painting's amazing, isn't it? It's beautiful. The colors are incredible. She has a great eye. I could seriously just stare at that all day. Are you sure you don't mean you could stare at her all day? Exactly. Of course not. I was talking about the painting. Kaitlyn looks at the girl again and tilts her head to the side, a grin playing on her lips. Though the view from the back here is pretty nice. That was probably the most... Is it sexist? Sexist view? Yeah. I mean, even though it's a girl looking at a girl, it's still kind of... I mean, is that the word for it? Damn. I also am kind of sad because it's Kaitlyn checking on another girl, and I'm not with her in this gameplay. Kaitlyn turns back to Abby. So, who is she anyway? I think her name is Natasha? I don't really know. She pretty much keeps to herself and never stays for critique. I have to go tell her I like her painting. Mizumi, come with me? Sure thing. Abby will be right back. No problem. I'll just get some brushes. Abby heads off to supply the table while you and Kaitlyn make your way towards the girl. Hi! The girl stops painting and looks up at the two of you with eyebrows raised. Sorry, we didn't mean to interrupt your work. I just had to come over and tell you how amazing I think your painting is. It reminds me of an album cover of this really obscure femme punk band I used to listen to. How to do her voice. Bleeding Out by Ogre. You've heard of it? Natasha sets down her brush and turns to face you both. Heard of it. It was only the soundtrack to my junior year of high school. I'm shocked. I never thought their songs spread anywhere outside of Texas. I used to sing that album at the top of my lungs. Well, they certainly got up to Portland. I mean, even I've heard of them. I can't say I've listened to them. Neither have I. But that's not surprising, figuring my femme punk knowledge is almost non-existent. Don't remind me. Was that Michael Bubble I heard you singing from your room last night? Michael Bubble. Tragic. Hey, Bubble is my study music. Well, anyway, sorry for bugging you. I'm Kaitlyn, and this is my best friend Mizumi. Oh, you two aren't together? No, we're really close, but just friends. That's, interesting. I'm Natasha. I'd shake your hands, but... Natasha shows you her palms covered in paint. Say no more, we should actually get back to our friend Abby. You're about to walk away when Natasha turns to face Kaitlyn directly. Hey, listen, I'm in an all-girl punk band, the Gutter Kittens. We're playing a show tonight at the campus coffee shop. You should come by. Yeah, I would love to. I haven't been to a punk show in forever. Well, you definitely won't get the full experience tonight. The coffee shop isn't our first choice of venue, but it should be fun. Natasha glances over at you and smirks. And it's open to the public, so even you can come along. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Sorry, you just don't really look like the type who'd be into this kind of thing. Relax, Mizumi. She didn't mean anything. I'll invite my friends along. Thanks. As you walk away, you glance over your shoulder at Natasha, who's watching you walk away with a smile on her face. Okay, thankfully we're not dating Kaitlyn, or I might get a blood pressure increase. Has Kaitlyn made a new friend, or have you made a new enemy? Why not both? Find out in the next chapter of Freshman. Ah, yes. Natasha, we did not miss you. God damn it. I mean, what? I may or may not want to spill my coffee on you and create a Mizumi and Becca incident from Chapter 1 of Book 1. But I digress. So hope y'all did enjoy. Please feel free to slap that share button. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button in case you're not already, because you'll miss out on other great content. Because as you can tell, I put out quite a bit today. And there's still more coming because it's Halloween for some places of the world, and it's going to be Halloween for where I live in about 3 hours. Also, if you want to, you can go down in the description below. You can follow me on social media, or if you want to support my channel, you can also do that as well. And until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Happy Halloween!